Welcome to Stocks and Bars, where we talk about the stock market and hot topics, and also I give educational content. I mix the rhymes and you get a taste. Nobody's in the space that I'm in. Stocks got me on a path to retirement. Hang with folk broke cats and you'll be known as a group of 5 men. Made my own circle, I know it's a group of live men. Still sharp and still real, recognize real. All you gotta do is cop stocks once you buy chill. Next thing you know, because of growth, you got 5 mil. Or you could buy low, price get high, you could try to sell. Or you could potentially wait to try to find a deal. It's up to you, only time will tell. Find what fits your lifestyle, you design your skill. Invest your money, you can see it grow. The market is a vehicle. Open the door, get behind the wheel. Buckle up and drive safe, and you just be patient. Success is a journey, not a destination. Best way to grow your money, watch the way it's spent. A fool and his money part ways is what the saying is. If you ain't about your growth, then we can't be friends. Stocks and Bars podcast is the main event. Each month to the beats, I bring the pain again, and at the same time drop the message that you came to get. You can eat for life when someone teach the ways to fish. I'm doing so using my greatest gifts. Let the games begin. My mindset is I came to win. Podcast banger, you know the name of it. Stocks and Bars. Yo, welcome to another episode of Stocks and Bars. I'm X-tro, and this week we're going to talk about how the stock market works. I get a lot of questions about the stock market on a daily basis. That's from family and friends, strangers, every direction possible about starting to invest. So I wanted to address this topic early on in order to get everybody involved in the stock market. It's a wonderful tool to help you grow your financial freedom. Anybody who has any type of money can get involved. So we're going to start off with a couple of basics here. There's one famous quote about the stock market that I always found intriguing, is that the stock market is a machine that transfers the wealth from the uneducated to the educated. It can't be any truer than that. One thing that I recommend for everybody is to make sure that you do your best to educate yourself while you're on this journey, because it is going to pay off tremendously for you. The biggest question about the stock market: how does it work? All right, so here's how the stock market works. You pick a company that you like. Once you pick that company that you like, you set aside some money and you buy what are called shares. Okay, and this is just ownership of the company. So you set aside some money, you buy some shares of this company. This company takes that money and they use it to grow their company. The growth of their company reflects in a growth in the price of the stock that you bought. Once that stock continues to appreciate, you have a decision to continue to hold it, or you can sell it. Ideally for a profit. And once you have that completed, you just repeat. So pick a company you like, invest money into that company. Ideally, that company grows. The money grows of the stock that you purchased, and you have the option to sell that in the future or hold on to it for potential growth. And once you do that, you just continue to do that. So there's going to be other companies that you like, and you do the same exact process. Now, ideally, once you continue to do this, your account will grow, the shares that you purchase will grow, and you'll accumulate more wealth. And this is something that a lot of people just don't seem to understand visually. I think a lot of people don't understand it just because they have the popular misconceptions, which I'm also going to jump into in a little bit. So again, all you got to do, set aside some money for a company that you like. You put that money into that company and you let it grow. So now that you've understood how the market works, the next question is, how do you even get started to do investing? So The one key thing that you are going to need is you're going to need a broker. So that broker is going to basically be your middleman in order for you to purchase into that company the shares. And there's plenty of brokers out there. There's E-Trades, there's TD Ameritrades. Go out there, you can do a Google search, just online broker, or there's physical brokers out there as well, regular bank institutions. And you can put your money into these brokers, and then that broker then has the software that give you access in order to purchase the shares that you're looking for in whatever company that you're looking for. So once you have that broker, you deposit your money into there, and that's as easy as a couple clicks of putting in your account information. Once that's done, that's typically within a week. Any broker, it's usually, honestly, like within 2 days or so, that your money's deposited into there, and then away you go. You have now gained full access to be able to purchase shares of whatever company that you like, and then you take it from there. So once you're started, what you want to do is your due diligence on the companies that you are interested in, and once you've completed that, away. And that's it. That's how the stock market works. So I want to jump into the common misconceptions of the market itself. I used to be in this boat, and it held me back for a while, but once I unveiled what the market really looks like, no longer was I scared. The one thing about the stock market that a lot of people tend to believe is that you need to have a lot of money to invest. We've seen a lot of things on TV, which is the biggest driver to this misconception, in my opinion, that in order to be an investor, you need to have, thousands upon thousands of dollars in order to be successful in this. And this is not exactly true. Of course, it helps if you have more money. However, in order to start, you don't need that much money. You can start it with as little as $100, $200, and now you have the capability of actually purchasing partial shares, which is a game changer, because before you had to buy the whole share. So if a stock was $100, then that's all of your 100. However, you can buy partial shares now, so you can buy a fifth of a share or whatever in order to purchase the stock. And it moves the same. You get the same money percentage wise, you just don't have the full share. And then over time, once you get a little bit more money, you can purchase that full share and then repeat the process. So, no, you do not need a lot of money in order to start in the stock market. Once you start it, it becomes very simple to continue. Here's another one. Not the biggest, but here's another one. Gambling. A lot of times when people talk to me about the stock market, they always correlate the stock market and gambling. And while they, on the surface, seem like they're related, I gotta say they're not related, only because, one, I don't gamble. And two, with investing, you have time. And that's going to be the biggest difference between the two. When you think about gambling, you really don't have time to make a decision at all. It's all based upon emotion. And with the stock market, you have the opportunity to take out that emotion, and you have as much time as possible. If you do any research on the market, you'll understand that the people with the best growth in their accounts are debt accounts, like dead people accounts, and people who completely forgot about their account. And that's because time is on their side. If you leave everything alone, it will appreciate. You don't have that opportunity in gambling. It's a boom, done. You lost your money. You go cry about it. Mm-hmm. So next thing I want to talk about is the education part about the stock market. There's a lot of tools out there. And with the internet, it's ridiculously simple in order to do your research. I do want to say you want to be careful as far as anything that you research to make sure that you get both sides of the story, because it's easy to fall down a rabbit hole of something that you believe and continue to feed yourself that same information. Do your due diligence to make sure that you always get both sides of the coin so you understand in full circle what you're getting into. There's one book that I want to primarily recommend if you're a reader out there. This is a book called How to Make Money in Stocks, and it's by William J. O'Neill. It's an excellent book. I'm not going to say it's a super easy read. It's going to take you a little bit to, read through it, but it's very, very detailed, and it gives you a very simple approach on how to pick stocks. So that's how the stock market works. You pick a company you like, you invest in them, and it grows. The way that you start off with this is that you kind of think about what you do in your life on a regular basis. Okay. 9 times out of 10 is going to be a company that gives you a product that you use that is tradable, or that you can buy stock in, that you can participate in the growth of that company. And you can think of it as me paying myself back. So I remember when I first started thinking about this, and this is when oil was going through the roof and gas prices were, $4 or $5 a gallon. And at that time, I'm thinking, why am I not invested in oil? But so every time when I go to the gas station, I feel good about filling up my tank. And that's, the mindset that I encourage everybody to have in your life. When you have a product that you use, you should be part owner of that product. And that's what the stock market gives everybody the opportunity to do. So, like Home Depot, I go there frequently, right? Why am I not invested in this? That's the way you need to think about it. So, take your phone out, see if the company has shares to purchase, look and see what the price is. And now that you can buy partial shares, there's really not that big of an excuse for you not to be involved in this anymore. So take the time out, change your life. It only takes 1 second to do. I want to leave you on that and give you a little positive encouragement that you could do anything that you ever thought. The person who thinks they're wrong, the person who thinks they're right, are both right, because you are what you think. And I want to leave on that note. So enjoy every single moment of life that you got, because you only have so much of it left.